welcome back to Coasters of the Thrills here, as we are here at Seaworld Orlando for our very first visit of 2026 here. And yeah, we're gonna go through the park here in today's video for our very first visit of 2026, so stay tuned. And yeah, it's a little bit crowded just because of all the crowds and everything, but yeah, we're gonna be here and it should be interesting. So without further ado, let's get today's visit here for Seaworld Orlando, and it should be good for our very first visit of 2026. So join along and let's see what we can do. All right, so as we are journeying through ourselves here through Seaworld Orlando, we actually haven't been here since I believe when the Expedition Odyssey thing that was up from last year in 2025. So this is actually our very first visit of the year, and I decided to go here for Seaworld Orlando just to start things off here, just because, you know, last time we didn't go just because we haven't been here basically over in a year, basically since I guess like 2024 when that time came around. But we are here today, and hopefully today's visit does go well over here and everything goes pretty good. So yeah, we're basically going to be here for most of the day over here and go around here and see what we can do. And I do know the wait times, I mean, they're not too terrible, but they are like minimum as they are, because, you know, the last few days have been crazy just because of the New Year's and all the stuff that's been going on. But I guess we're going to go around here and see what we can do. And one thing I can say, they better fix that over there for the Vic Cutter, because it's not 2025 anymore. So yeah, we're going to go around the park here and it should be interesting. So I guess we'll see what we can do. Well, this is interesting. I never really noticed this before. There's like a train thing that's going around here. I guess that was a part of the Christmas celebration that went on all around last week. But there's actually something that goes around here with like a Diet Coke kind of branding, I guess. But pretty interesting how they actually have this. This is actually kind of new, because never really been stuff like this here before. So that's actually pretty interesting. So yeah, that's one thing I guess that's new. All right, so one thing I do want to mention is that, of course, they have the Christmas stuff up here. If you're wondering what the current date is for today, it's Friday, January 2nd of 2026. So yeah, we're especially fully in the new year now, and our first visit is SeaWorld Orlando. So I guess we're gonna go around the park and see what we can do. Hopefully we can do good rides like Mako, Pipeline, Icebreaker, and even Kraken at the least, and see how today will go. So we're gonna smack around the park and see how it is for today's visit. So tune along and let's see what we can do. Well, it's good to see this area again, and hopefully by the wait time for Mako is actually not too terrible, because the last time the app is not accurate as mentioned from before. So I guess we're just going over there and see how it goes for the most part, and hopefully it's not a bad wait time. But I've been here in quite a while, but it's good to be back in this area again for where Mako is, of course, and hopefully get a ride on. So might just do the ride anyways, just because, you know, no matter how long the wait is, just get our first rides in, of course, for 2026, and might as well just do it for Mako up here. So you know, you might as well. So let's go over there and see how long Mako is. All right, first roller coaster of 2026, and we're doing Mako in the back row in fashion style here. So let's do this. Here we go. Yeah. No. Whoa. Yeah. Yes. Awesome, that was great. All right, so very first roller coaster of 2026 was Mako, and it was a great way to start off 2026, wasn't it? There, Mako, yeah, that thing was very, got the back row. That thing feels like it's very graceful, like just like very smooth. Airtime's great. Like I don't know, it was just a great way to start off the year. But Mako is one of my very favorite roller coasters here in Florida. It's just a very good coaster. You have a soft spot for it, and yeah, I mean, it was very great, the great way to start the year. But great ride on Mako as always. All right, so a little bit of an update. We just stopped by the pass holder lounge just for a little bit to get some drinks and stuff. But I guess we're gonna go around here so we can do some shockingly. Infinity Falls is only a 10-minute wait, but Yeah, I mean, that's actually very interesting how it's only like a 10-minute wait today, which is actually pretty cool how that actually is. So pretty interesting, and that's very shocking too. All right, so as we are here by the overnight counters for the show times, they have 12 o'clock, 3:30, 5 o'clock, and 7:45 for all the different times that they have for this show here. But I guess the next thing we're gonna do is go to Icebreaker here and excuse me there, and possibly and hopefully it's not a bad wait time. If it is, well, you know, we tried, but I guess we'll find out the hard way. All right, so as we are over here and just see by the wait times, Icebreaker looks like it's either like a 50-minute wait at the most, and that's what it actually looks like, or it could be 90 minutes. Yeah, it's very expected from this attraction over here for Icebreaker, but probably just gonna skip that for today. The new attraction that was here from last time, of course, was Expedition Odyssey, which you kind of see over there behind the trees over there, but yeah, that's actually 90 minutes, but I guess we'll see what we'll do. But of course, the newest attraction for which was last year from 2025 was Expedition Odyssey, which was the newest thing that opened up there. So that's one of the newer attractions, but not going to do that today because, to be honest, that's like a one-time type of attraction right there. Not really like a big thing to do like all the time, but it is something to do for just wanting to, like, you know, if there's like a storm or something, I would consider it, but any other time it's not really that worth just to ride it. I mean, there is a new attraction that is going to be opening up, which we will talk about very, very shortly here for the newest dark ride that will be coming to Seaworld Orlando. So stay tuned for that information in just a few minutes. So as we are going over here towards Icebreaker, the newest thing that's going to be opening is SeaQuest Legends of the Deep, which is going to be the newest attraction coming for the 2026. And I believe it's going to be around this area near Icebreaker is. If I'm correct, if I'm not correct, I'm not too sure, but I think this is where it's going to be. Where Icebreaker is going to be the newest attraction, which is going to be a dark ride. They did reveal it, and it's going to be very interesting when this will open up. It's going to be around this area, like all around over here, behind these work walls is where it's going to be. So it's going to be the newest attraction for 2026. So stay tuned for when that opens and the announcements come, of course. But it's going to be right over here next to Icebreaker. So pretty cool how it's going to be, and it's going to be for this year. All right, so as we are over here by Pipeline, the surf coaster with all the decorations still up for Christmas, but you know that's ended already. So as we're over here by Pipeline, and probably going to go, hopefully get a ride no matter the wait time, just because why not just do this a coaster. And hopefully it's actually open, because the last time I did check, there was actually a delay on the app there. So hopefully it is actually open. It's not a delay, but by the looks of it, it might be. So I'm not too sure what it's looking like for Pipeline, but it might be delayed. So if it is, well, that kind of sucks, but I guess we'll have to find out the hard way for this coaster over here, but I guess we'll see what will happen with this. All right, next coaster is going to be Pipeline, the surf coaster for our next coaster of the day, so let's get on. So we just did Pipeline surf coaster not too long ago, and it was actually pretty good there, and got out the fifth row, and definitely was good as always, and especially like the airtime moments to get on the coaster is very good, but there's a little bit of a vibration type of thing, but it's still good for what it is right over there right behind me for Pipeline. But I guess we're gonna go see what we're gonna do next, and it should be interesting. All right, so as we are going through ourselves here through Seaworld Orlando and St. Manta over here, I don't know if we're gonna get a ride on Manta today or not, but I guess we'll see if we do. But maybe depends on the wait time if it's going to be terrible or not. But I guess we're going to go see what we will do next for the attractions. Maybe go over to Kraken and maybe do that. But I guess we'll see when we make it over there. But just for Manta over here, it's probably a long wait time. Maybe around the last time I checked in the app, which is not accurate, was around like at least 100-minute wait. But I guess we're going to go over here and see how long it is. And yeah, the current wait time for Manta is 125-minute wait. So yeah, I might come back to that a little more later on when it actually dies down. But one thing I can say is that the line is not all the way backed up all the way out here from when it usually was. But you notice how this really long this really is. But I might come back to it a little more later on just to see how it is. But yeah, I might go to Kraken and yeah, just get me on Manta for now because that's a little too long in there. So yeah, that's probably gonna skip that for now. Maybe come back to a little bit more later on there. But speaking of Manta, here it goes over here as it goes up the lift hill, I guess you could say. But Manta is very of a good coaster here just because it is one of the flying coasters that I've rode. If you were from the recent vlogs all the way back, I did ride Superman Ultimate Flight all the way back in 2023. But this is probably one of the best flying coasters I ever rode in Manta as it goes up there. And it really shows because you have the huge, intense pretzel loop that is over here, which is always great to ride. But yeah, you're about to see how it goes over here in just a few minutes. But yeah, Manta is always a good coaster to go on. And here it goes right over here as we speak. Yeah, it's always a good coaster to ride, but you know that wait time might die down a little bit more later on. But I guess we'll see when the time gets closer. And another cool thing that is cool to see here is when since you know Pinga Trek opened back in 2024, as you can see over here. But they have the dueling. If you get it right for Manta and Pinga Trek as it goes over here, they can actually see a duel if you get it on the right timing there. But it's actually kind of cool how they actually have that around there. But we're gonna go over to Kraken and possibly get a ride on and see how that goes. So we're going over there very shortly. All right, next stop is going to be Kraken over here and possibly get the next ride on for the day here. So let's go on Kraken and see how this goes. Well, as you can see, it's now dark out here, and basically just what happened, we waited the long wait time for Kraken there, but I guess, you know, it just happens, I guess, because of the timing and all that stuff, because I thought it was going to be more shorter than it was, but it ended up being more longer. But yeah, I guess that stuff just happens. There's nothing really can do really about that stuff. But we did get on the ride. I got the back row. I guess you can say kind of like a night ride. But yeah, I mean, the thing I can say is that hopefully next time when I come over here, it'll be less crowded. But yeah, it's just how it is for today, and that's pretty unfortunate. But anyways, yeah, we did what we could. So maybe we can get back on a more or less crowded day. It would actually be more better. But I guess we'll see what will happen for then. All right, guys. Well, I guess I'll be doing here for Seaworld Orlando for our very first visit of 2026 here at the parks, and it was a good visit. As you can see, it's kind of nighttime. We're going to head out of the park now, but till the next time we do the vlogs, and we'll see you out there. So until then, this is Coasters of Thrills, and next park we might go to, I don't know yet, maybe Busch or something. I'm not sure yet, but till the next video we do, this is Coasters of the Thrills. I'm out.